Once I experience godliness everywhere, then automatically next step would be to feel the presence everywhere. But if I start believing that God is in the cow and God is in the rivers and God is in the mountains and God is in the sky, God is in another human being, without that experience, then it will merely remain a belief. You remain satisfied with nonsense and can never evolve. Love as a child experiences from father, from mother, is unique. Love that is expressed by the child towards mother is also very unique. Though both are love, they cannot be compared. Romantic love, for example, between two individuals, however momentary, however limited may be in space and time, because romantic love seems to gets diluted over a period of time for whatever reasons. That is also a different topic altogether. What I'm trying to say is such love, when it is focused on an individual, it requires efforts. Very rarely it becomes effortless and natural. Love between a child and mother, this interdependency, I think, is the only thing I see as an effortless aspect of love. Other loves are cultivated. Association breeds some sort of familiarity leading to liking, leading to some sort of affection, leading to some sort of attraction and love. But these are all stepwise things developed or conditioned over a period of time. And once those conditions are de-recognized, the love starts falling. Love demands one thing for sure, that identity has to be lost. When a lover and the beloved are mingling, at its highest level of expression of love, if I still remain as an I, and my beloved keeps on demanding things from me, because I love her so much, then that is not love. It's going to fall apart. But if it goes on and on and on infinitely without demanding from each other, but just for the sake of love, then both will somehow lose their individuality. And what will remain in this relationship is pure love. When I declare myself that I see love everywhere, I feel godly presence everywhere. And when a spiritual person feels this love, it is no longer focused on a boyfriend or a girlfriend, on flowers, or it is not limited to creative arts like painting, music, dance, things like that. See, when the love becomes universal, because I love God so much, and when I have realized that essence of God, then there is no longer effort. There is no more focused love on who so and so. So the lover has dissolved and beloved is also gone in such relationship, and what only remains is love. You see, next step of all this scenario, where in Hinduism, for example, Eastern, one of the finest religion in the world, when a Hindu starts thinking that God is everywhere, but most of these people, they share these views logically or from borrowed knowledge that God is everywhere, and hence they make themselves eligible to worship rivers and mountains and sun and clouds and space and whatnot. But this is premature. Once I experience godliness everywhere, then automatically next step would be to feel the presence everywhere. But if I start believing that God is in the cow, and God is in the rivers, and God is in the mountains, and God is in the sky, God is in another human being, without that experience, then it will merely remain a belief. You remain satisfied with nonsense and can never evolve. So, this is a problem with Hinduism, which is polytheistic in nature. Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, they're all monotheistic religions. And they, being as such monotheistic, they have this pride and they have this ego that no one is better than me, no one is better than my religion. In fact, some religion will go to the extent that mine is not only the best, you are the worst. You are the sinners, and you have to be eradicated from this planet. So, where is the love here? When I say I experience God is love, and when in the name of God, in the name of all compassionate, I discharge hatred, I discharge terrorism, then you start begging from God. God, you are all compassionate being, you are all merciful. That's why they add all these values, so that they go on doing sins after sins after sins in the praise of God. This has to, I think, to be very well understood, the psychology behind certain religious terrorism, certain aspects of creating their own individual islands of superiority, that Christianity is superior to other religion or Judaism or Islam, for that example. These are monotheistic religions, and they have this danger of considering themselves as the superior religions. Polytheistic approach of Hinduism is also equally bad, because they don't think before they believe. Their thinking is based on what they have learned from parents and from books and traditions. So they remain happy with the belief system. And this idea of experiencing godliness inside oneself simply finds a kind of compromised position. See, they don't go beyond belief. They're happy with believing God is everywhere. They're happy with believing in the worship of trees and cows and all kinds of stuff. So it becomes mere religion, mere dogma, mere belief system. And also, unfortunately, I would say it's all related to fear, that if I don't, what will happen? Moses might shoot me. Right? So the punishing God will come into the picture. So love it's a beautiful thing, but one has to really, really, really experience it from within.